Hey everybody, I'm here to show you some final detail work that you could do to make things not look like it was cut out of a magazine and pasted onto your project. Take for example this little heart. Um, I've already duplicated a layer, so I'm on the bottom layer. I'm going to go up to Filter, Blur, Gaussian Blur, and I'm going to add a little bit of blur around the edges. I'm going to say OK. I'm going to turn off the top layer so you can see what it is. That's what a Gaussian blur looks like. It's used a lot in Photoshop with professional photographers. Well, I think it is. But I'm going to turn off the Gaussian blur so you can see what it looks like before and then after. It kind of gave a little bit of blur around the outside edges so it doesn't look so cookie cutted. Another thing that you can do is if the edges are kind of like right here, if you want to kind of burn a little bit around the edges, make sure you're on the top layer and you come over here and I'm sorry, the one below it. You can either dodge, which makes it lighter, or burn makes it darker. Let's try burn first just to see what happens. So that kind of helps a little bit too. If it looks too cookie cutted, you can kind of burn the edges. In the photography world, people actually dodge and burn their photographs. So let's try to dodge, just so that you can see what it does. See, it makes it lighter. Okay, the next thing that I want to show you is my new favorite thing, and as you know, I'm brand new to this, I'm just learning, is you can, on your trackpad, hold two fingers and click down and go up to blending options. And oh my gosh, there's so many of these cool things that you can see here. But one thing that's going to make your project look really 3D is to give it a drop shadow. And in this particular instance, I think it would look cool to have a drop shadow on her feet, that the heart is like floating. And so what I'm doing is I'm just playing around with all the different, like this is where the light is now coming from the left. I'm going to bring it over just a little bit more. And the distance, see, I want the shadow to be on her feet because I thought that would be kind of cool. But now it's not on, I want it on both feet, so I'm going to move the light source. Yeah, you can actually type it in. So that's 135. I want it to be 130. Why not? Let's just see if that looks good. Okay, I think it's a little too harsh. I'm going to kind of do that. I think it's too big too. Let's see what this does. Oh, you just have to play around with all these things. It's kind of fun. There's so many different things. Somebody in one of our classes I remember who it was, showed me how to do bevel and emboss. And bevel and emboss is where it looks really cool, where it looks like it's got rounded edges. That's not gonna, well, that kind of looks cool. I added texture to it. But that's really cool. Stroke just means like an outline around it. Since it's black, let me see here. That's something that I've learned in this, is you actually have to click on that and make it blue. Like let's make it just a different color just so that we can see it. Okay, that looks horrible, but you can see the stroke is the outline around there. I don't know, maybe we want to do yellow. That looks horrible, but what if we lowered the opacity a little bit? That doesn't look so bad. It's still, that really looks kind of cookie cutted, I think. But maybe that's what you want for that. I don't want that, so I'm going to turn that off. Boop. Okay, I'm actually going to turn the bevel off too. I was just showing you there's all these different things that you can play with. Now don't stay up too late like I do and playing around with this because it's so much fun. I'm going to go back to this drop shadow because I'm still not happy with it. I wonder if I can zoom in. Yeah, I can. Okay, because it looks still funny. Noise is just like texture. Okay? I don't really like that. And here you can click here and there's all different types of shadows. I just think maybe it's too big, I'm not sure. This is where the artistic side of our class comes in. You know, what looks good, what looks bad. I think I like that. I think that looks cool. Because see, I don't know why it's working, but the shadow looks like it's really going over her foot, like the contour of her foot. Okay, so I'm going to say okay. Boop. So that's Gaussian blur. Let me show you that one more time. Oh, I can't because, oh yeah, I can. So that's without, and that's with. I don't know if I like that or not. Usually I do, but I think in this particular case, I don't know. It's up to you, whatever you like. It works really good on when you really have a cookie cutted object onto, like somebody in the class today had a door that was floating in the sky, which was cool, but the door really looked cookie cutted, and he added the Gaussian blur, and then he added a drop shadow, and it looked really, really cool. So that's basically it. If you have any other questions, make sure you ask.